Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. Visiting Wall on this 15th of August 2025. Today, well, guess what? I'm gonna do a intro, a behind the scene. Dude, what the heck? Is it not updated? The tower. I don't know if it is. The colors are so crisp though. They're so crisp though. I picked you out of my room. We have a new research. Enemy ranged. Ooh. We have a new one. News. Okay, so this is actually absolutely cool. This is really cool. That's how we already read. We already read everything that had to do with the... Everything that had to do with the tower. Forgot to post a video. God damn it, Ink. I think you all in my room. Okay, so first of all, let's see what the guild has to say. No, dude, you're dumb. You had a beautiful sunrise and you didn't take care of it. Fuck, Ink, come on. You know better, dude. Ads. You know better. Don't link if you're going off of social. Oh. Okay. Okay. Test. Good. Don't blink, your boy Yink. We'll go to our show. We hope that having a wonderful day on this 15th of August 2025. It is currently 5:47 a.m. We missed some of the sunrise because I was texting a friend. She feels very depressed, so take care of that. Today on the menu we have some videos. So it's gonna be really cool. Videos that I'm gonna see my father. I'm gonna be streaming in between. Then I'm gonna go back from my father. I'm gonna be streaming. Then I'm gonna come back from streaming. I'm gonna make some more videos and etc. So I'm actually super excited about today. Today we're not doing anything special. However, tomorrow we're doing a 4 or 5 hours mukbang as a celebration for a celebration. 700 followers. Promise you I would. I am. This is real. I put my arms around you. I'll pick you all of myself. I think you out of my room. Dumb Lingus, you blink. I have to do this, then I have to do this. Because this is a new phone. I cannot reverse when the video was started. It's not a big deal. This is a UMD, not a Galaxy or a Samsung. So, don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the Commentary Show. This morning is the 15th of August. We're still watching the sunrise. It is about 5:50. I have to take care of a friend. She's feeling unaliving herself. Suicidal. Fuck your PC. And yeah, because of that, we are gonna film the nature part. So enjoy. I want you all in my room. Do, 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 do. No way! I did get the update. Do you know how I know? Because now we have a death wave for the damage or the coin. It is a damage. Death waves now have something. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Ooh, that wave has a damage. So both were updated. So now I'm gonna be checking out the guild. What they have to say. I want you out of my room. Do, 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 do. No. There you go, perfect. Do 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 I bought you all of my room. Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk to the guild. Let's see what they're saying. Not bad for 27, but I didn't save enough. Not bad for 20. Morning, everyone. Everyone. How are you feeling about the new update? Are you liking it? Or pros and cons? Pros and cons. But I didn't save enough gem for all those modules. Only 700 with me now. Those patch one looks nice. I just spent last week for a new card slot. What? There's a new card slot? I didn't even know. There's a new card slot. That's insane. Yeah. And after that, what? I have spent every 200 hoping to get the mod to get last, but no luck. Time to start saving. Shied a tiered, but you got railed by Commander Fleet on round 38. Spawn like 10 ultra tank, then push each other into your tower instead of stopping. It seemed pretty BS. Turning gets more range. Need to be lucky or not getting them, and if you get, it doesn't steal damage. At least there's the possibility for second try at Journey. Now, hopefully, that fixes the issue. But so far, it does seem cool. We'll see at the next guild season the change, because that was a big part of what the note said. The notes with an S said. Good. Are we liking the sunrise, guys? We're liking it? Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to Commentary Show. As you guys didn't even watch that, having a wonderful day on this 15th August 2005. It is morning, it is very early. I woke up like an hour ago because one of my friends, she was very depressed, so So I'll talk about this, not about the friend, but about what it is like to be depressed and stuff like that. And can see we're well waking up. We're well awoken. I have a little bit of a cold. But nothing if you Kleenex can fix. So, without further ado, let's start on the 15th of August. I got some really bad news for you guys today, but I got some great news for you guys today. So, it kind of balances out. Today is actually pretty simple. I have to do some videos. I'm going to be doing videos till 7:30. Then, I'm going to be going to my father's house at 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to the government because they want to see me in person for me to do my demand. It's not the CG, which is the course for being a better candidate for employment. It's not that. It's another thing. It's more financial. It's more the offices versus a consultant. So we're gonna be doing that. I'll be coming back. I have a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy 2. So we're gonna be streaming that. I cannot keep it in. The good news is we have our next. You know what? This morning is presented to you by Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. We already did a review 2 times, so I don't need to do it 3 times. Geese. Why did I film this? Because some of you guys, some country don't have geese. So what they're doing is the end of the summer, they're leaving. We're always dreaming up new thing and mastering it. Sometimes we totally break convention. Enter Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. It may not be the best tasting. It may be the best thing. Thank God, because they wrote that. I was like, what the heck is wrong with you guys? Ultra yet. Not too sweet, not too tart. It's got a fresh citrus taste that'll blow your mind. While it's light and sugar easy drink, it's serious in performance. Ultra Fantasy is packed with all the legendary Monster Energy blend you've come to expect. We called on longtime friend Pinky Taylor for design. OG fan might remember seeing him doing live painting at Monster event as they rolled through town. Got his painting surface and canvas hanging all over HQ. You got your own Pinky masterpiece too. This is the design. It's actually quite nice. I actually quite like it. You know what's insane with the V formation? The V formation is for the geese. The V formation is gonna cut the strongest of goose. Will stop the wind. Will break the wind, so the wind goes all the way to the V, back of the V. And now when the strongest goose leaves, they switch formation. So it's never the same person in the front. That's how they do it. So without further ado, if I taste, I remember this because we tasted. We had about 4 of these. So I know what you're saying. Ink, you're supposed to lose weight. It's still the plan, guys. It's still the plan. However, tomorrow we're celebrating our 700 followers. So we're gonna be having some KFC, and once we have the KFC, the whole day is gonna be, well, one's gonna be. Oh yeah, that didn't make any sense. Perfect. We're gonna be having all of the KFC on Tuesday because on Sunday because tomorrow is Saturday. On Sunday, what I'm gonna do is I gotta count. I'm gonna be doing a new playlist. I thought about something else. I thought about something that's so freaking interesting. I've been thinking about something. We're gonna be talking about it. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be awesome. So without further ado, take it easy. No, I'm not even done. I woke up this morning to somebody telling me they want to unlive themselves. So a bit of a mess. So yeah, so we're gonna be shipping some Final Fantasy 2. Like I said, I didn't want to tell you the surprise, but fuck it, let's tell you. I sadly will not be recapping Lost anymore. You guys know what happened last week. I didn't have my phone. I was supposed to work on Lost the entirety of last week. I'll be completely honest. Even if I did work the complete last week, would I have finished? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. But we have the new one. The new one is Prison Break. Now, Prison Break, I have to focus on it because it's leaving Netflix the 4th of September, which is 4th of September. Today is the 15th. There's 16 days left. There's 20 days left to till it's done. So it should be doable, and that is pretty much it. So today's gonna be a busy day. I also would like to do a lot of the videos today because tomorrow we're gonna be celebrating 700 followers. We're gonna be doing the Benjamin, which is weed. I don't do weed, so we still have the same Benjamin that we used to use this winter. It's still full. I took maybe 4 or 5 times. Yeah. So KFC and Coca-Cola. That's Robia. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink is your boy. Whoa, wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. Four minutes ago. Nice.
Blink is your.
No, it's not. Another one of those intros. Those intro. Okay, and you're gonna be 6:34. Which, look at the bird, it's insane. I think forgetting that. Look at the bird, this is Apocalypse. Apocalypse Now. Which creamy ruffle is the creamiest? Creamiest. Creamiest. That's a word. Apparently that's a word. I want you out of my room. I'm sick of all of you. So while using the app.
Blink is my butt. Some blink.
Another one of those intro.
She's my wit. I knew I was fucked up. She's my wit.
I want all of my room. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the Terry Show. Because having a wonderful day on this 15th August 2025. Filming Nature Corn, the tower. New update. We're happy. Are you happy that I'm happy that you're happy? You're very happy. Today gonna be funny because we have a bad news. Today is the 15th of August. We did finish Lost. Now, I could give you the excuses that I didn't have my phone last week, that I couldn't have done it. The truth is, even if I did have my phone last week, was I able to? I don't know. I have no clue. I think I would have been able to, but once again, there's a possibility that I have not finished. So, there's gonna be no more Lost. This is gonna be an unfinished playlist. Now, it sucks because Lost was a great show. It sucks because I really enjoy watching the show. Yesterday we did it to 2:20, and yesterday what happened is at 4 o'clock, I was exhausted. I just went to sleep, and I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock. I was really tired. Maybe there's an imbalance in my body, possibly the fact that I'm obese. So yeah, we don't finish Lost. So it's a shame. It's a shame. And how can I say this? It's not the first time. Oh my god. It's not the first time that I don't finish something. Let's be honest here. However, It's 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 bothering me because this is not a loss of interest. It's I didn't do a proper job. Not a loss of interest. It's I didn't manage to finish it everything. You guys know how hard I work, right? The feeling that we failed, even though we worked so hard, is a horrible feeling. Am I gonna survive? Absolutely, but it's a horrible feeling, and that really sucks. Now, I am gonna make it up to you guys. I'm gonna make it up to you guys in a very simple fashion. Lately, I've been having a lot of Prison Break um, edits on my TikTok. And yes, the reason why we started watching Dexter was TikTok. The reason why I started watching Prison Break is gonna be on TikTok. Then we started watching Lost on TikTok. So yeah. Now, why is it making it up to you guys? Because Lost is not Prison Break. Okay? Lost is not Prison Break. Lost is simply Lost. Prison Break is simply Prison Break. Prison Break is a show that I watched on. I watched when I was younger. Well, the funny story with Prison Break, we'll get into Prison Break, we'll say why I'm talking about the series, but before that, I wanted to talk about how I'm going to make it up to you guys. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different results. You could agree that I'm not the most sane person you know. That's okay, that's fine. However, there's a big however. And that however, you know why it's big? I forgot to do something. Oh, I forgot to, that's okay, it's my favorite video. It's not a big deal, even if we forgot. Lost finished yesterday. It's the 14th, it was leaving Netflix the 14th. I could possibly watch it on other websites, but there has to be consequences to your action. I'm a bit sick this morning. There has to be consequences to your action. There has to be consequences to you fucking up. If there's no consequences, you just keep fucking up, right? Oh my god, look. Yeah, Lost is gone. Which is insane, but at the same time, what are we supposed to do here? Right? What are we supposed to do here? Nothing. I'm using the excuse that I'm pissed off. I'm annoyed at myself. Even if we were to use the excuse, which is true, of we slept at 4. Bro, you had 3. You had 4. You had season 3, 4, 5, and 6 to recap. There was no way. You're dumb for even thinking that this was possible. You're dumb for even thinking that this was possible. However, I wanted to believe. I simply wanted to believe. Same thing that if we do usually, we're putting clips on it. Because I'm playing Final Fantasy 2 and I'm doing a lot of clips. So why is... That's stupid to say, but why is Prison Break my redemption? Prison Break leave the 4th of September. Now, you guys remember what I said about the definition of insanity? We're doing the same thing. Today is the 15th, which means that we have 20 days. I'm going to tell you right away. I want you out of my room. Julia Wolf. What a good song. Meat. I gave my Netflix account to somebody else, so my name on there was Meat. Yeah, Prison Break.
I'm looking for someone.
You're loud. You're very loud. Oh my god. Okay, there's 5 seasons. Okay. There's 5 seasons of 24. 5 seasons of... I want you out of my room. Okay, there's 4 seasons of 25, which is 100. And there's one of 9, which is 109. It leaves the 4th September. I don't know if you're good at math. Today is the 15th. That'll give you 20 days. Okay, cool. I have 20 days. when I talk about definition of insanity is I'm gonna be watching 109 episodes of 44 minutes each, right? Now, this is not true. This is not true. I'm gonna be doing 1.5 times the speed. If I could do 2 times the speed on Netflix, I would. So I'm gonna be watching 109 of... gonna be watching 109 of 30, which is about 54 and a half. So 54 divided by 2, 54 and a half. 54 and a half. 54 divided by 2, because 20 minutes, 54. No, I already did it. I cannot function this morning. It's way too early to function and do math. I got 54 hours and 50 minutes to watch in 20 days, which equate to 54 divided by 20. 54 divided by 2 is 27. I have to watch 2.7 hours per day. 2.7 hours, about... it's about 2 hours 35 minutes per person. Yeah, 2 hours 35 minutes. Yeah. Not technically not, because it's 12 versus 10. I want to say, I don't know. I have no clue. I want to say 2 hours and 15 to 20 minutes per day, which is very manageable. But then I have to do recaps. You guys know how I like to talk. It's gonna be insane. Is it a smart thing to do? Hey, is it a smart thing to do? Is actually a really good question. It's actually a really good question. If I know I'm gonna fail at something, me doing the same thing that I know I'm gonna fail at is setting myself up for failure. Setting myself up for failure is a form of self-sabotage, right? Maybe subconsciously I think or acknowledge. I like the word acknowledge. Maybe subconsciously I know or acknowledge that I have this problem with management, time management. Maybe subconsciously we're pushing ourselves to be in a position where time management is going to be of the essence. Because it's very doable. 2 hours and a half per day is very doable. But you miss a couple of days and now you're fucked. Right? So I want to do this because you want to know the truth? Want to know the truth? It's actually quite simple. Fuck what I'm saying. The truth is, I want to succeed where I have failed before. I'm gonna say before, I don't talk about 2 years ago. I'm talking about yesterday. I'm talking about 6 hours and 20 minutes ago. I want to fail. I want to get back up. I want to succeed. Right? I want to succeed. Now, ultimately speaking, you don't need to get more. This is enough. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's enough. It's enough. However, there is an however. And the however is actually quite nice. The however is, you know what's insane? A little bit of side notes. I used to leave for work at exactly 2 minutes. Look how empty those streets are. I never noticed how little people there were when I was going to work. Inside is 2020, right? So the Prison Break is actually a show that I absolutely adore. It's actually a really good story. I used to watch Prison Break. Okay, this is gonna be a long story. This video is long enough, but yeah, we'll do it, and I'll use a clickbait title like "We Lost in Failure." Time to break the cycle. Something like that, yeah. Because Prison Break breaks the cycle. Yeah. Or Break the Bars. Break the Bars are actually pretty good. Pretty good. So, I started watching Prison Break at my father's house. It's a shame because I started watching Prison Break. It's insane. Lost, we were watching it at my father's house. Prison Break, however, we watched more of it. Prison Break, I had the time to watch season 1 and 2 on the TV at my father's house. Now, there's a very specific thing, okay? I hate to talk about the past, which is not true because I do every single video. But that's all, yeah. Pretty good. I left the house in 2012. And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. 2012, I leave the house. 2013, I get this job, right? And this job is a good job. I'm having a lot of fun there. Is it the best job? No. You remember the coffee job? I get a coffee job. The coffee job has a... Oh my god, this is embarrassing. This is only embarrassing when I tell you the whole thing. It's only embarrassing when I tell you the truth. They had this Wi-Fi. So every single night, I go in the parking lot. Around 10 o'clock. I was working at... I don't even remember when I was working, but I wasn't working that much. So I go in and I download videos, download games. You know what's sad? I lost that job. I got fired from that job because I wasn't doing a good job, which is true. I was a dishwasher. I didn't wash dishes. I prefer talking to the customer than washing dishes. I was young. I was 21, which is not young for a lot of people, but for me, it was. When you think that my life started at 20, 21, I was a baby. So I downloaded shit, and by that time, I have a really good phone. That really good phone is Sony Xperia 5. It's a great phone. I'm downloading games. I'm downloading PSP games, which are a gig each. I'm downloading movies. And back in the days, YouTube was a lot more lax with their laws, with their copyright laws. My apologies. I don't think at that time people were making money with YouTube, so it wasn't technically the business that it is right now, which meant that okay, so the copyright law is kind of weird. The copyright law, it's copyrighted when somebody is able to make money. If I'm stealing your piece of content and making money out of it, so for example, somebody makes a painting of ink, I can sue them. However, if somebody does a fan art and they don't sell it, I can't sue you because you don't have monetary gain from something that I did. My intellectual property only stops at me making money. If I'm not making money, my intellectual property is... Okay, that's cool, that's cool. My intellectual property is only valued when I can sell it. When I cannot sell it, there's no value in the market. Because there's no value in the market, you're not stealing something from the market. You cannot steal a blade of grass. You cannot steal a bottle of water. Oh, well, you can steal a bottle of water, but you cannot steal a cup of water. If you go to a restaurant, you're not a customer, and you have your cup in your bag, right? And you go there and you steal those cups, right? Fun thing. Let's put it like that, right? There's a restaurant. They're leftovers. They throw it in the garbage. You go after work hours, and you do dumpster diving, right? And you do dumpster diving, and then because you do dumpster diving, you're able to get the food out of it, right? Are you stealing? No, because it was in the garbage. So because YouTube wasn't that much, there was a lot less copyright issues. Prison Break was insane because I downloaded Prison Break season 1 to 3. I didn't download 4, I didn't download 5 because I didn't have the time. I come back the next day to download again. The series has been taken off YouTube, but I still had it. I had freaking Jersey Shore season 1 to 5. I downloaded it there. I spent my Christmas, I don't know if it's 2012 or 2013. I spent Christmas there downloading stuff and eating junk food. Yeah, it's insane. My apologies. It's insane, isn't it? Embarrassing. But I still watch Prison Break. Prison Break is awesome. So, as of Lost, I didn't lie. I never watched Lost. Prison Break, I lied. I did watch Prison Break. I didn't watch season 5, I didn't watch season 4, but I did watch it. And I watched it multiple times. It's been... I was 21. It's been 11 years. I don't remember much of it. So yeah. Why Prison Break? The truth, there's edits on TikTok. The same thing for Dexter. There's edits on TikTok. And they want you... You're seeing the best part of the show, so you want to watch the show. You realize how shitty the show is. Right now, you know what my biggest current regret is? Not finishing Dexter. You know why? Because we have Dexter Resurrection. which is seemingly amazing. Right? You know what's insane? You know what's insane? Dexter was last year. Last year. Dexter was last year, but I can still tell you. The edits. It's Artemis. Love the... Did I tell you that I miss you? No, adore. Artemis is... I love the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell that this. But did I tell you that I miss you? Dun, 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 dun. And it's insane because I still remember that. So, Prison Break. Now, would I end the video because it's already a long video? But if I had to make it short, okay? If I had to recap it, I'm gonna try to do a recap of my videos because they're so long. You just have to skip it. We're watching Lost because I saw a couple of clips on TikTok. We used to watch Lost, but we didn't in a decade. But the reason why we're watching Lost for the fact that we just failed recapping. The reason we're watching Prison Break, and I say I'm tired, at Prison Break is because we messed up with Lost. So I'm trying to make it up to you guys, and that's pretty much it. So here's the official announcement of watching Lost. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. Doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this freaking 15th of August 2025. Today we're continuously kissing asses with Final Fantasy II. I feel like the reason why, because why I say continuously, we did a video about it yesterday and how good it was. I feel like the reason why we're doing a couple of videos on Final Fantasy II is because so it's kind of complex, and I really want to take the time to give it up. Yesterday we were stressed because I had to do Lost, and I had to watch Lost because it was leaving the platform today. By the way, today we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy II, but we're gonna be watching the show Prison Break in the background. Prison Break, which sits at 109 episodes. Pretty good. That being said, are you still uploading? You're still uploading? Well, okay. Final Fantasy II, the reason why it was so important to me to be honest about it is I always loved RPG, okay? Now, the most important years of my life were actually 2012, 2013. 2012 and 2013 were super important to me because I came in, I didn't have a job, I was broke, we didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't have cable, so we were gaming. We were gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming. What were we gaming at? We were gaming at emulators, so GBA games, GBC games. The amount of Pokemon, sound like my mom, I love you mom, Pokemon game that we have is insane. And then I gave up on RPGs. All of them felt the same. Okay, so first of all, this is still the Final Fantasy II videos. Okay, this is still a Final Fantasy II videos. The pleasure of an RPG is what? The pleasure of an RPG is actually quite simple. You start battling off the weakest possible enemies, and then when you fight them off, you realize that, oh my god, yo soy el increíble. I am so strong that I can beat everything and anything, right? So you start fighting them. And at the end, you're literally battling gods, right? That was the pleasure of an RPG. We played RPG for almost a solid, I'll be honest, the game that I remember playing that were not RPG, I think I played 3rd Anniversary on PSP. We played a lot of Persona, which was great. We played Persona 3. This is how much I was enjoying RPG. We played Persona 3 on an emulator for over 100 hours. And didn't even beat it. Yeah. Yeah. And back in the days, you could do like, on an emulator, you could speed up the thing. So Persona 5 RPG, I would speed them up 4 or 5 times. Pokemon from Pokemon fan games, I would play them at 8 times the speed. It was the golden age of gaming for me. But we played too many RPG. So when I came back to RPG, I came back to the classics. In my opinion, and again you can agree to disagree, the classic for RPG is Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Okay? However, there's a problem with that. Final Fantasy, which is the outmost. Okay, so you guys remember what I said? We had a GBC emulator, a GBA emulator, and we had a PSP emulator. We didn't have Nintendo DS. Dragon Quest, we had Dragon Quest Warrior. I had Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 on the Game Boy Color. Which is great. Final Fantasy, I had the 1, the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 6. She wasn't there. Okay? I loved the 4. I loved the 5th. I didn't like the 6th. My reason for not liking the 6 are quite simple. But the reason for not liking the 6 is because you have to create teams. For example, you have to defend something. You have to defend a place. And you need 3 teams. Right? There's secret characters that you could get. And if you get those secret characters, you could be like, yo, I have a good time. If I didn't get them, I didn't have a good time. My favorite was the Fort. The Fort, which was an amazing story. And the Fort, which is not even flawless. The Fort, you change teams so often. So often, but the story is amazing. The third, I didn't play it. The first and the second one, I didn't like them. I did not like them. So I kept playing, and it's a true story. I kept playing Final Fantasy 4 and 5 over and over and over again. Yeah, it's insane. It's crazy because this is how short life is. We bought a phone 2 days ago. That phone is a unique thing. I break my phone. The Sony Xperia 5, we break it. I'm a dumbass. We break it. And my apologies. If you ask me, I still love that phone. That phone was so good. I don't have the cash because I don't have, so I go to the store. So the guy, listen, I'm broke, bro. What phone do you have for cheap? And the guy is a nice guy. See, this isn't a story, but I always had good relationship with sellers because I believe in respect. I does my due diligence of knowing if a seller will make a what should we call it? A commission on a sell. If the seller could have commission, I'll come often. I'll see the same guy. That guy was really nice. So I go in and I'm like, please help me out, bro. And he said, this is why we do videos when the sun rises. You think it's because of the beautiful sunrise? Yes. It's for no noise. And he gave me this, and I swear to God, he gave me this UMD for $80. It's a freaking phone. And it works well. It works really well. But it doesn't have the same power. So this is a true story too. The UMD in itself, it's so bad. It doesn't play most mobile games. By the way, not to be a dick, but this was 2012, 13. There was not a lot of good mobile games in that period of time. There's not a lot of them. Most of them were shitty. So we played emulator. Yeah. GBC and GBA was working well. PSP wasn't working, which is normal because it was an $80 phone. Which is nuts. By the way, we paid the Galaxy Samsung S24 Plus Ultra for $3,000. paid $400 for the Sony Xperia 5. It was a great phone. See, so here's the thing with Sony Xperia 5. It was a gaming phone, but I wasn't a content creator. And even then, let's push the envelope, okay? Let's really push the envelope. The Sony Xperia 5 could have been a great streaming phone without the camera. I have 3 phones right now. I have the Samsung S24 Plus being repaired. I have this one, and I have this one, which is great. So that's pretty much it. Going back to Final Fantasy 2. I love Final Fantasy. I love it. My very first, and this is a true story, my very first RPG was Pokemon Silver. However, it wasn't my first RPG. My first RPG was possibly Final Fantasy 4 on GBA. Why am I saying that Pokemon was an RPG? Pokemon is an RPG. But it's how you perceive the game. I didn't perceive Pokemon as an RPG. I was young. I was 8, 9 years old. I didn't perceive Pokemon as an RPG. I didn't understand what an RPG was, you know? So, Fantasy is very important to me. Between the 4th and the 5th, and if I'm being completely honest, the 5th was good, but not as good as the 4th. The 4th was the best. The 4th we played 7-8 times. 7-8 times, yeah. So the fact that we didn't have the second one, it's kind of shitty. Now, here's the truth, okay? There's a possibility that we're playing the pixel remastered video version. So there is a possibility that this is the reason why it's so good. I'm also more mature. I'm also way older. 11 years older. 11 years is a third of my life. Literally. So yeah, there is this part of me that feels that maturity has a lot to do as to why I love this game. Why am I liking Final Fantasy 2 so much? Well, first of all, the story isn't as bad as I remember. I don't like the fact that we have 3 characters. However, the game is set up for 3 characters. The game is set up for you to have like, yo, we know that you have 3 characters, we'll put the game as if you had 3 characters. We just finished the Minwu saga, so we're gonna have Joseph, if I remember correctly. And after Joseph, we could possibly gonna have Leon. And then I don't know if Leon's gonna be with us for a while, because I never beat Joseph part. I remember Joseph part being very sad. I was playing, this is a true I don't remember if it was Christmas or New Year, but I remember playing Final Fantasy 2 on emulator. And I remember watching the Joseph part, just sad. It's crazy how a game made me so sad, for example, because I don't know the story. Yesterday we saw the part where the Dreadnought destroys city. I'm like, holy shit, this is so shitty, you know? And it was nice. The story is good. The story is really good, to be honest. The character, it's complex, because I like Firion. But I don't like Firion because of Final Fantasy 2. I like Firion because of Dissidia. I thought Firion was cool. I thought Firion was freaking cool. You know? And in Final Fantasy 1, the name of the characters are Words of Light. They don't even have a name. I mean, it makes sense, you know? So yeah. Is he cooler than Cloud? No. Is he cooler than Cecile? No. But he's cool. Now what I love with the game, what I absolutely love with the game is how strong it can get. Because basically you can use a weapon. The fact that you have to use skills, the fact that you have to buy a skill, and the fact that you have to build it. For example, I wasn't sure how it works. I took a risk. We did Cure. Cure evolved into Cure 2, Cure 3, Cure 4, Cure 5. To me, that's insane. Not that you can build those spells. If you don't build them, it doesn't work. For example, we got Protect 2, Protect 3, which is insane. You have to build them, which I really like. Your efficiency with a weapon My apologies. The way I thought was, okay, well, you level up your proficiency with the weapon. No, that's not it. That's not true. The way it works is you get better with a weapon, and you get better, 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 until you can't get better with the weapon. So you change weapon, and then you're also evolving that weapon. So you're changing your whole stats, which means that you can have 3 characters that are completely based on the weapon that you use. So the plan was to have Maria, and the character, be a spell. The second one was to have, for the main character, be a DPS. The third one was to have Guy, which was whatchamacallit? I don't know. You don't say. I don't know. But to have him as a tank. That was the plan. Did it work? No. So gonna try? Yes. So yeah. Final Fantasy, what a great game. What a great game. And it's kind of like a good thing because the game was shitty and you were wrong. But it's good you were wrong because now you can enjoy a game that you didn't think you were gonna enjoy. You want to know something else? You want to know a confession? I was excited to play Final Fantasy 1, the remix. I was excited to play the second one. I was excited to play the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one. I almost skipped the first and the second. But I'm glad I played them. I'm having fun. I'd have missed out. Plus I paid for the game. It was expensive. The 6th game were $100. $100. Shit. The Powerpuff Girls, lost in time. Okay, that's good. Did I tell you that I miss
No gimmicks. Two trailer park girl. Or we try.
We compare ourselves to 15 different people before we've had our breakfast. We're afraid to have any opinion whatsoever in case it's against that of the internet stats day. Most of the shit that we see is generated by AI anyway, so our emotional capacity is becoming stupid. It's becoming vapid. It's becoming unsurface level. I promise you, if you're having an identity crisis, I dare you to sit in your room without your phone, turn the lights off for 10 minutes, and see what you actually feel. Remember that you got a heartbeat. Remember that you can breathe. Remember that you can remember touch. Remember smell. Like your sensory stuff simplifies everything. We build up because we process so much information. It's overwhelming. Getting out of bed's overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, go and walk down the road. Go and have a drink of water. Go and take a piss. Go and look out at a river, or go and look at the sky. That is when you know who you are as a human being. Do the simple shit. And
Is this the most relaxing?
Choo 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 choo. Choo choo doo. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Look up there, show. Because they're doing well, because they're having a wonderful day on this 15th of August 2025. Because they're doing well, because they're having a wonderful day. Choo choo. I was sitting if I should make a joke out of it, but I'm gonna make a joke out of it. So today we are talking about our plan for the 3rd September, no, for the 16th of August. Listen, guys, we had a rough morning from the 17th of August onward. So, my apologies. My apologies. No, that's it. So, you guys have possibly seen the video that I did. Most likely not, because there's not a lot of views, which is fine. Paying homage to Rich Piana. So you guys know that I want to do a weight loss journey. Now, this is not my first one, and even the last one. Sour cream and cheddar ruffle. So good. So freaking good. It's unbelievable. Sorry about that. I want to do a homage to Rich Piana, right? Now this is not the first try we had for weight loss. And then the second one we have, it's not the third one we have. And this one is 6 or 5, right? So we're starting in 2 days. Well, first of all, today I can't do it because I'm going to the government with my father. It might take an hour, it might take 3 hours, I don't know. The second one is where tomorrow we're celebrating 700 followers. So we're gonna have a big bucket of chicken. I'm thinking about a 60 piece of chicken. It'd be nice. We're starting on the 16th. Now, last time I did, okay? And this, I'm being honest with you guys. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make a joke about the video, but I can't. You guys have been doing so much for me lately. And I love you guys so much, you know? That I want to do something come from here. Not from here, not come from anybody else, anywhere else. See how tired I am? I've been up since 4. Because somebody texted me that they wanted to unlive themselves. I had to be there for them, but when I didn't have time to go back to sleep. So, that being said, the last time we did it on TikTok. Right now what we're doing is we're putting Twitch clips on YouTube and TikTok. So, still working. The last time we did it on TikTok Live. I wanted you guys to see me losing the weight. I wanted it to be a accountability thing. I want it to be something that you could follow a journey, right? Which was a great idea, because you guys will be like, yo, you've missed a couple of those workouts. What is going on? You told us we were gonna be there every single day, but you're not, right? And the plan was to use you guys as a feeling of guilt. Like, hey, I'm inspiring people, but I'm not inspiring them. Your whole journey, your whole content creation journey is to do a positive impact on society, okay? However, if I'm being completely honest, it didn't become that. The days where I had you guys in the chat, I was stoked, I was amazed, I was motivated. I would do an hour and a half, 2 hours. The day that there was nobody in the chat, I would feel bad. I would feel like I'm wasting my time, you know? So, the plan is to do still reaction content to Rich Piana, but as we work it out, okay? So, for example, reacting to Better by the Day, Bigger by the Day, we're gonna be losing weight. Better by the Day is gonna be bigger by the day. You understand? So, by reacting to the series, I don't feel Sorry guys, wasn't feeling good. So like I was saying, I'm gonna be using Rich Piana. Now for Rich Piana, the problem with and I love Rich, the problem with the series, that it's only 60 episode. This will take more than 60 days to fix. So we'll do some Sam Sulek. And if it takes more time, we'll do some Trent Brothers, Arch Twin. See, we're doing that. See, I'm still gonna be doing TikTok Live. But I need to compartmentalize my things better. I used to do a reaction to Rich Piana, then working out. It was too much. If I can do both at the same time. Okay, this is the moment to train. Okay, this is the moment to react to something else. Okay, this is the moment to have fun. This is the moment to be live and chill with you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys, sincerely. Have a nice day, morning, evening. We'll do our best. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. Because you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 14th of August 2025. I don't want to make this video. I feel like this video that I don't want to make because I gotta seem like I'm complaining, but I'm not. This morning I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's currently 6:49 a.m. No, don't worry, we've been working for an hour, so it's not that bad. I woke up to a friend of mine. I'm not gonna say the name because that's not important. Saying how she wanted to end her own life, you know? And I felt horrible because I knew exactly what to say. I felt horrible because I had the exact answer for that. But I also felt horrible because I understood what she was going through. But I understood that the pain that she's feeling right now is gonna help her along the way. She was talking about unaliving herself, you know, at 4 a.m. And it's bad. It's horrible. You don't want people to do that. You never want to do that. So I want to come on here, talk about my unaliving journey. And I know it's a rough video, so if you want to skip that, do so. Trust me, it's not even that interesting. Not as a woe is me. Not as I look at me, I'm the victim, but more so as you're not alone. More so as a case of I understand how you feel. See, as much as I wanted to help the person today, I knew that if I pushed her to heal herself, if I pushed her to face those situations heads on and say, no, this is not going to end me. This is just a situation. This is just an obstacle in the road of life. I'll be able to surpass. I'll be able to surpass myself. I'll be able to surpass what I thought was not possible, right? It's so hard. My depression came from, I was very young. See, a lot of you guys will say, Ink, you do have some social problem. Yes, I do have some social problem. Most of you guys think I'm freaking weird, which is cool because I don't mind. I have my crew that are weird. I'm going to do a video about that later on. Today, too. I think it's the next one that we have on the list. I'm not sure. I love being weird because the people that do like me, they like me for who I am, not for what I pretend I'm not. You know? I was young. I was the kid that was a reject. Not because he was different. Not because, oh my god, look at him, what a loser. I was a reject because I didn't allow myself to be part of a crew. A crew, when I say crew, I say a group of friends. Okay? This is not me being the biggest gangster of Lachine. This is what I'm trying to say. From the age of 6 years old, just to let you know, this is kindergarten. The teacher said, your son is hyperactive. You need to give him medication, otherwise we'll kick him out of school. The problem when you take that medication, which is Ritalin, which is Concerta, is your body gets used to it really quickly. By the end, my doctor, I went to the doctor. I don't remember why, but I was 17 years old, and he asked me if I was taking something. And my father was there. My father said, oh yeah, he takes Concerta, and this is how much he takes. And the doctor literally said, this is one of the biggest dosage I've ever seen. You know? So why is it a problem? See, this is the road of my unliving journey. Now, I'm still alive, so obviously it's not a negative journey, it's a positive journey. But it took us a long time to get there. And I think it's important to go through the shitty things in life to raise ourselves, you know? It's very important. The goal at the end of this video is to have a positive outcome. And even if there's no positive outcome, I want to put this out there because you're not alone. If I help one person, I help one person. That's the goal today. You know? I didn't feel a lot when I was younger. I didn't remember. I was a zombie. I would go to class and I would listen. I was calm. And I would understand. In the exam, I would understand. I would understand in a way of, I need this answer right now, I have this answer. But ask me the question, I don't freaking know. I have to be faced with a problem to answer the problem. If I'm not faced with a problem, I don't have access to information. And then at the same time, there was a level of consciousness. Because from the age of, I didn't pass my 8th grade of high school. My second grade of high school, I didn't pass. I had to restart it. So from this age of 6 years old to 18 years old, I was using, it was Ritalin, it was Concerta after that. It was horrible. It was tough. It was really tough. The second I reached 18 years old, I stopped taking it. My father had to beg, my mom had to beg me to use Concerta until the end of high school. You know? My whole cooking class, my whole bakery class. The medication. You know? And yes, DG is a big part of my life. It's a huge part of my life. From the age of 6 years old to 18 years old, ink doesn't exist. Stefan doesn't exist. I'm just a shadow. I'm just a zombie. People are talking to me and I'm stuttering. I do speak fast, yes. Am I stuttering? No. I'm stuttering because the medication is so strong that I'm literally forcing myself to speak. You understand? I was nervous. I was nervous because I felt on Ritalin and I felt like I'm in a bubble. In that bubbles, the second somebody told me, hey, or brought me back to reality, I was nervous. I was like, holy shit, what's going on? You understand? It was rough. It was rough. Not because I was different. A lot of people went through that, right? I was so fucking stupid. This is the night. Do you want to know why? The reality? This is all my fault, but I had an argument with my father in the car. We were seeing this doctor, this kid doctor, who would evaluate my needs for Ritalin and Concerta. And then my father was pissed at me because I skipped school. I did skip school. But when you understand why I skipped school, it's just so stupid. You know what class I skipped? I skipped gym class. You know what I did? I went to the Energy Cardio, which is a gym. You guys know when I go to Maxi, there's a gym there. It used to be Energy Cardio. So I skipped a class of physical wellness to go work out. My father tells me in the car, I'm gonna make sure that he higher your dose. And as a desire to vengeance, to vendetta, I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. So I go in and I act like I'm crazy. I act like I can't focus. I'm cutting the doctor. I'm cutting him off. I'm talking about other things. I'm talking about A, B, C, and D. And the doctor says, yeah, we really need to up his dose. We really need to up it. For the next 3 years, I was using a dose that was probably too strong. You know? Yeah. So that's enough. Begin the real journey. So my real journey, which I was 20, 21, 22, amazing. I was in the apartment. I was my own person. I discovered so much about myself. I was broke, but I was happy. I was broke, but I was happy. Oh my God, I was good. It was I discovered myself. How much I need sleep. What I'd like to do, what I like in life. I listened to opinion radio. I told this story before. I told this story a dozen times in mom. But it's so important to me. I listened to radio, opinion radio. And at that time, I want you guys to understand something. I am not insane, okay? I spent 12 years, I'm 20 years old, once again. 12 of those years, I spent on so much medication that I couldn't talk. I couldn't physically talk. When I talk, it came out super weird. You guys honestly think that with the amount of words I say per day, the amount of time I speak per day, how much I have to say, you think that I didn't practice speaking correctly? You guys think that? No. For 12 years, I couldn't talk because of medication. And the worst thing wasn't that. The worst thing was the summer, I didn't use medication. Ask me memories about the school. Can't tell you. Ask me memories about day camp, about going to Gaspésie, about being with my mom, watching Kirby Enthusiasm, watching Master Chef. I remember everything. It was amazing, you know? And then come summer, come class, back on medication. I remember one time being so strong, I bit my tongue to blood. Because I was using such a high dosage. Like that. What you should have done is give me small dosage until I'm back on big dosage. Right? I go to the apartment. And this is such a classic story. But this is my story and this is the truth, so I don't know what to say. From the age of 20, I went to the apartment. I was 20. I was kicked out of the house at 18. I did some couch surfing, let's say. So I was 20, and that was the story. Yeah. So at 20, I'm in the apartment. I discovered myself. Oh, sorry, for the radio. Yeah. For the radio, and I'm a fucking insane person. When I have to specify that I'm not crazy, I'm in the apartment. I don't go out. I don't want to see. I don't have a lot of friends. Because again, my only option for friends were at high school. High school, I was a zombie. You didn't want to be the friend of the guy that didn't talk, the weird kid. You didn't want to be that friend, you know. So I had a couple of friends. I have Carl and I have Ben. 2 great guys. Great dudes. Great dudes. Carl was amazing. Carl accepted me for who I was during the school. And then in the weekend I was a completely different person. So I didn't take the medication. And he didn't mind. Like, okay, yeah, you're this person and you're this person, you know? It's amazing. It's amazing. So at 22, after 2 years, okay, the opinion radio, I'm in my home and I'm broke. I'm broke as a dude that has no limbs. So I listen to radio because that's the only thing I can listen to. The first thing I listen to is a news radio because that's the only thing that I have. Okay, the truth is not that. The truth is there's a radio that I like that is funny. They're comedians, right? But what I don't like is they're forcing themselves to laugh. Every time somebody is saying something, oh my god, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, dude, that's not true. You're full of shit. You're absolutely full of shit. There's no way that this is funny. You're pushing yourself because you want people to laugh, because you're laughing, but you're forcing yourself to laugh, so it's just awkward. So I move on, and I move to a news station. Again, I'm 21. I don't care about the news, but it beats doing nothing. So what I do, and this is the truth, I play video games. I play emulator. I read manga, and I watch radio. My sleep schedule is what? My sleep schedule is, I like this radio show, I like this radio show, I like this radio show, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. So when I don't like the radio show, I sleep. And then out of the blue, I watch a radio. Because the problem with the news show is they were reading news. They weren't giving their opinion, they were just reading. I found an opinion, I found a show. And the show that I will always remember was this guy who went to see a baseball game. That was in 2013. And they wanted to charge him $4 for a hot dog. So the guy for 2 hours talked about the price of a hot dog and how it changed. And it blew my mind. Because you're on radio and you're literally talking about against the government. You're literally talking against taxes. And it blew my mind. So I started listening to it. And I fall in love. Right? Now, the reality is, I was a dumbass because I would agree with what they're saying. Just because they were saying it, I didn't have an opinion. I would listen to people with opinion and say, this is my opinion. You know? But it completely changed my mind. On this journey, I listened to it for 2 years. That's what happened is insane. It's insane. They lost a lot of viewers because of one of the person. One of the person was, okay, so one of the what you call it, the announcer, the radio host was part of a union, and people don't like union, and he was very vocal. He partook in a manifestation that was a violent manifestation. Was he violent himself? No, but he endorsed it, which made him the bad guy. He lost lots. What they did, and that's a crazy thing. That is insanity. They were speaking about capitalism. This was almost a communist radio. What they did was they had, at 2 o'clock, they had this news, this sports news. And they were training a guy. The name of the guy was Jean-Charles Lajoie. They trained him, and they trained him, and they trained him, and they trained him. Until one day, the radio channel, the whole radio became Radio Export. So it wasn't about opinion anymore. It was about sports. I think it's safe to say that I'm not a sports guy. So I have this desire for social. And radio, which used to give me this social report, doesn't exist anymore. So what do? I go out. I start wanting to date. At this point, I have a job. I have a good job. I'm with my friend Patrick. And me and Patrick would go to the bar every single week. And we do jokes, and we're fucking around. It's so fucking funny. I had the best time of my life, right? What happened is, I meet this girl, Leia Monpetit. She's the love of my life. We have the same eyes, we have the same height. She's a really good person, really good girl. She doesn't have the best family situation. I don't have the best family situation. She feels alone, I feel alone. We end up in a relationship. At this point, I'm working at A&W. I have this shitty job. And I love this girl so much. She's the love of my life. Even though we dated for 5 months. She's the love of my life. And she was also very vocal. I did something that bothered her. She would tell me. Which I never found a girl that would tell me this and I did something. Well, that's not true. I found one last winter, but it was an online romance. Fuck that. So Leia says you're unstable. Now the difference between me and Leia is Leia had a lot of boyfriend. Nah, that's not true. She didn't have a lot of boyfriend, but she had more than me. I never had a boyfriend, which is, it's not that hard to beat, but she had more relationship than I did. More relationship experience than I did. And, I never had a girlfriend before. She was my first girlfriend. 22 years old. She break up. A week later, my best friend, again, my best friend was probably Carl, but Carl was off with his school, with his work. So I had this friend from work, a really good dude, Boris. Boris was Asian. Boris, his whole family was pressuring him to becoming a doctor. You want to become a doctor? It would send him a letter from IT saying, "Oh, we're so proud of you. You're gonna give us hope. You're gonna give us a future." I don't want to be a doctor, dude. So he unloved himself. My first funeral that I went was for my best friend. I go into this deep depression. This is my very first idea of depression. I am having a problem breathing. I spend my nights, I don't sleep, crying in the dark, listening to music, crying. And I'm not doing well. I'm very emotional, I'm very aggressive. I'm so aggressive that I've hurt people around me. Hurt people. Hurt head people. Hurts people. I start lying. I start manipulating. There's a girl that likes me. I know she likes me. So what I do, I pretend like I like her. And for a year we fuck. Now it's still trying to get Leia back. Start talking to her. Start talking with my father, my mom. Start talking to Carl. And this is when the start of wanting to unalive myself begins. I gained a lot of weight because I had a good job. So we have unemployment. The craziest thing is, this didn't happen like that. Boris unalived himself. Leia breaks up with me. A month later, I'm starting this job. I'm working for Dollarama warehouse in the morning, and I'm working for a metal treatment plant in Lachine, which we applied to recently. I didn't get a job, and we go there, and I'm working from 5 in the morning to 11. No, I'm waking up at 5. I'm working at 7 because it's far. I have to take the bus and the metro. I wake up at 5 and I go to sleep at 11. I have a burnout, and then we became depressed. So didn't go out of the house. We started eating a lot. I started playing games a lot. I'm buying games at Walmart. Yeah. Every single week I'm buying a new game, and we finish it that week. I'm eating junk food so much. Now, so what happened is super simple. We eating junk food. We are oh, you're recording? Yes, you're recording. Nice. You're becoming hot. I'm gonna have to use a ice pack. Well, I'm almost done with the video anyway. We're eating a lot. We're spending $20 per day on junk food, and we're buying a $80 game every week. I spent 9 months like that. Then I'm broke. I have to work. I didn't fix the problem. Instead, I become agoraphobic. The fear of going out. It takes me everything that I have to go to Walmart to buy games. It takes me everything that I have to go to the store. That is, you can see the store from my house, by the way. See the red building there? No, not the one with the doors. The one on the other side of the streets. As a shop. We went yesterday. So I'm having a hard time. So I need a new job. Now, every time that I go out, I'm stressed. I'm thinking people looking at me funny because they know that I'm depressed. So we start getting tattoos. Again, I have a good job because I'm young, got energy, I'm working a lot. I have a good job. Money's not an issue. I can get the tattoo that I want. You guys see that how much out tattooed I am, right? That's a year. That's inside a year of tattooing. I get $50,000 of tattoos in a year. No, not 30,000. I get 30 tattoos in 1 year. Sorry. I go in every single 2 days. I go there multiple times a week. Get a tattoo. Money's not an issue. The body space is an issue. Realize that I don't have a lot of space left. I got 2 tattoos here, a tattoo here, 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 here. Got tattoo everywhere. Except for the legs. My apologies. You know? For the first time in a while, I feel better. I feel better. I'm trading physical pain. I'm trading emotional pain for physical pain. So I feel better. But I've never made an effort to fix myself. And the 3 years that I got tattooed, that I played game, that I ate junk food, I didn't consult once. I never thought about my problem because, again, I had no friends. Who am I going to talk to? My only social interaction is through the radio. They don't hear me. So we move on at 25. And we never healed. We never healed. There's one in there that I was happy for sure. We do a couple of jobs, it doesn't work. Same thing. We work for like a year, and then we take a year off. So we do on purpose to get fired. Did on purpose to get fired. Just one time I told my boss, you're the shittiest human I ever met. Which, by the way, was not true. He was a good dude. I need to get fired. To get unemployment. To get some sort of cash. Of income. Fast forward a single year. No, impossible. No. From 22 to 25, super depressed. 25, we start my new job, which is the job that I worked 7 years. When I go there, I'm depressed. But it's a good job, so, you know. And I'm allowed to have music, so. Once again, we do the biggest mistake we could ever do. What is the biggest mistake you could ever do? Simple. This is music, even at work. We don't try to fix things. We're just surviving. So then, I get to work with one of the most aggressive person I ever met. A bully. I think it's funny to bully me. And this guy, there's a problem with this guy. He would feel bad. He would say sorry. That was too nice. I said, I forgive him. For 4 years, I'm getting bullied every single day. But once again, the best thing about this job is I had music. I didn't listen to him. The best thing about this job was when I went home, I was home. The thing about this job was, yes, one person was bullying me, but everybody else was treating me good. And then the worst thing that could happen happened. May 2021. Start making content. And the time at the time it's amazing. Because this is truly the time that I felt the most happy. Truly the time that I felt the most happy. I was going home. I had a shitty day. I was getting bullied at work. It didn't matter. I was coming back home. And I had something that loved me. So Steph wasn't loved. But Ink was. And who is Ink? Ink is me. And as long as it was Ink, I would get positivity. As long as I was getting positivity, I didn't care about what people say. And the truth is, I was a good person. I wasn't a good worker. I was a good person. I wasn't a good worker. I had to say it twice, just to make sure that you guys understand. And yeah. We're moving on to July 2023. And the bully goes one step too far. You know what's the insane part? This coincides perfectly. I'm making content for 2 years. The reason why I was so popular was because I was part of a group of friends that were supporting each other's content. I got the COVID in 2023. My second time, I'm COVID. No, I didn't get the vaccine. Fuck the vaccine. I'm not anti-vax. However, I didn't have this one. So, I go in. And, I have COVID. So my prime on Twitch, my prime on Instagram leaves. 2022. I start writing this book. It's a porn book. I literally write porn on Wattpad. I didn't read, so I don't have a backup. So this book is deleted now by Wattpad, but not by me. I have 130,000 views after a year. It is more than my Instagram. It is more than my YouTube. It's more than my TikTok. Reunited. It's more than my Twitch. It's more than everything else that I do. I get 1,000 views per day. Deleted. Fuck. So I stopped making content for a while. Lose everything. I'm sitting at 2 years with 100 followers. Not even 100 followers. And the guy, the bully, comes in. He's madder than usual. He's pissed off. And he tells me, and again, this guy didn't speak French, didn't speak English. So he goes to get another guy. And the guy speaks Romanian and French. The other guy's a good dude. He tells the guy, if I had a gun, I'd shoot him. Tell him. And the guy says, no, I cannot say that. It's not nice. This is too far. This is going too far. I tell him, George, what did he say? Tell me. I don't even care what he says. I just want to know what he says. So George said, you sure? I said, yeah, how bad? I said, yes, how bad can it be? And it translates. My whole world shatters. Fall into my last depression. My last depression. Everybody at work knew he was bullying me. Nobody did anything. And this time, I'm thinking about killing myself. Because I never had a death threat. Not on that social media, much less in real life. And I have this guy who gave me a death threat. For what reason? I don't even fucking know. He was pissed off. So the real reason is he didn't like the fact that I was French Canadian. He didn't like the fact that I was Quebecois. This is something that I learned later on. Does it excuse what he didn't know? So this guy was Moldovan, and his wife is a French teacher. He didn't want to learn French. His kid at home were speaking French, and he wasn't included in the discussion because he didn't speak French. So he thought that Quebec, which is where I'm from, stole this kid. And because I'm Canadian, I'm Quebecois, I stole this kid. No, bro, you're dumb. Your kid said that this was their home. So Canada was not a bad place to live. And you say, well, I want to make friends. I want to be like them. You want to speak French and English. They changed. You just didn't follow. You didn't follow the curve. I do a depression, and I'm gone for 6 weeks. Now, I'm lucky, and my boss is a good dude. My boss, he said, hey, I like you. I want you to come back. And then we talked, and he said, you didn't tell us it was bothering you. You never came to us. At first, people were protecting me. They were really protecting me. And then they stopped protecting me. So the boss was like, we thought that you didn't care because you didn't complain about it. And it's every day, so if you had to complain, you would have complained. So I come back. The real reason I came back, I knew it was going to close in 1 year. I came back in July. I came back in July 2023. The company closed in March 2024. Mars, Avril, May, Juin, Juillet. I did 7 months. Yeah. 7 months. KB. My first day back, what he does, he insults me. He said, I hope you're happy. Because I work so hard, I pay taxes. And you use those taxes to have vacation. And this is when I went crazy. I went insane. I was like, you piece of shit. I thought about killing myself because of you. You don't even care. So that first day when I told him, fuck you. And I make sure that he understood. I gave him a couple of insults and you such pula, which means suck my dick. I told him. He said, what did you say? I told him again. He took a piece of wood. He hit me a couple times. I told him, hit me harder. That way, you can break a bone, and I'll have vacation on your taxes. So he stopped. Every single time I would tell him, fuck you. That was it. And people were happy about it. People were proud of me. He was complaining about me, and people would come to me and say, proud of you. I was an asshole. And the worst thing is, this guy, when we stopped working together, he called me 7-8 times to say sorry. Fuck your sorries. You're an asshole. You feel bad about what you did. You should feel bad about what you did. You're awful. One of the worst human beings that I ever met. But I was done with work. Never had to see that guy again. Did I solve the problem? No. Was there a problem to begin with? No. Just a mad guy, mad at the world. Now, technically speaking, yes, I was having flaw. The fact I would shut down. He would call me the F slur, he would call me the R slur, he would call me a fag, he would call me retarded. And when he would call me that, I would say, oh yeah? Okay, cool. And for the rest of the day, I would shut down. I would shut down. Okay, cool. The problem that I had was I treated people like shit. I started really treating people like shit. Started being mean to them. But I was pissed off at this guy. And he would say, oh, I'm trying to help you for work. I'm trying to make you more serious. I'm like, I don't need work. I'm going to have social media. I'm going to be famous. Now I would say this, not believing in it, but just to make him piss off. You know? So I cared more about social media at work than I did about work. I would be at work, but I would be thinking about social media. I was obsessed. I'm still obsessed. You know? People started to get mad about me about that, which is normal. Long story short, I leave that job, get some friends, you know? And that's it. And then we're moving on to my last one, which is last year. Last year, I become insane. So here's the truth. I leave that job in March 2024. For a couple of months, I can't even work. I miss those guys. I'm too sad. I miss those guys. I really miss them. So I'm not depressed, but I miss them. And then we make content. And when I say we make content slowly but surely, you know? We can make enough to say, hey, we did good today, but not enough where we go crazy. I really fall in love with making content. But the reality is, time is running out. Time is running out. I have 9 months of unemployment. I got 3 months left. I go insane. I need to make more content. Oh, I cannot put, I don't know why I cannot put there. This phone sucks. But it's a good phone. Because I can film, I can play games. It does what I need to do. Which is D+. So, I start making content. And at this point, I'm not sleeping. I'm making content. And I'm becoming an asshole. People want to talk to me, I don't talk to them. People will be friends, I don't want to be friends, I want to work. So I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. True and true. I treat people like shit. You know that my best friend is Dennis, right? I treat him just like shit and we fight. And then he leaves. I'm like, shit. So then I realized that he went too far. Then I have my last depression, where I'm literally killing myself at work. Literally killing myself. I'm making content 13, 14 hours a day. Yeah. And what purpose? There's no purpose. There never was a purpose to begin with. And I go in and I'm starting to get a lot of hate. One person in particular. And I don't have the energy to fight him because I'm like, dude, I work so hard, I don't have time for you. So people are defending my friends. My friends are defending me. When it comes to attack me, I don't care because it hurts my feelings. It hurt my feelings because I put blood, sweat, and tears. And it's all free content. I'm not even making a penny. Most people would have gave up by now. I don't. And I got one troll, and this guy is insane, bro. Insane. This guy commented on every single one of my videos. He watches my stream. He's insane. They start, and when he said that he doesn't, I don't care, he started attacking my friends. And I didn't want to block him, because blocking him would be too easy. I'm not a pussy. You want to argue? Let's argue. Started taking it out on my friends. And my friends are telling me, block this guy, what are you waiting for? And I didn't block him. Which is my mistakes, of course. And at this time, I want to give up. But then I realized that for the last 4 years of my life, the only thing that brought me any kind of happiness was making content. Yes, I have friends. Yes, I have good memories with them. But I met them where? I've met them making content. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So long story short, this is what happened. long story short, all that to say, I didn't have it easy. Okay? But if I'm being completely honest, since March of this year, since February of this year, I've been doing well. I've been doing really well. That's 5 months where I'm not sad. I don't want to unalive myself. I'm able to picture all of these moments that I want to end my life. And I'm able to tell you exactly how it helped me. Being alone helped me. Why? Because I'm self-sufficient. I can be a week alone. I don't care. Losing my girlfriend made me realize I'm a shitty human being. I need to do better. Hurting those people because of my depression makes me understand one thing. Because you hurt someone, an excuse to hurt other people. That bullying, I had people looking out for me. I just didn't want to use them. Be vocal about what you don't like. Be vocal about what you like. Seek help when you need help. Those tattoos that I love, don't trade pain for other pain. Fix the pain in the first place. No matter how much work it takes. Those hateful comments. Fuck that one person that's hateful towards you. Fuck that person that's putting your content down. You literally have 10, 15, 20 people that are there for you. And you're focusing on that one person. All of these moments made me stronger. You just gotta give yourself a chance. And then you gotta give yourself a second chance. And if you need, give yourself a third chance. Life is worth it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, good. Don't blink. Oh my god, 6 minutes? Damn. Got 6 minutes of storage. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Guys, doing well, having a wonderful day on this 14th of August 2025. They were doing a short because I got 9% left of batteries. We are retesting the Chapman Premium Ice Cream Chocolate Fudge Brownies. So why are we retasting it? Because the first time we did, I didn't have my phone, and I just wanted to be done with it. This time, because it's the second one, we're going to be doing a short, but I actually want to give the chance to properly review a product that's actually good. So without further ado, let's get into it. Once again, Chapman Premium Ice Cream Chocolate Fudge Brownies. 8% batteries were good. So, no, you're too hot. I hate you, dude. You're too hot. You're too hot. I love you like a baby. I love you like a song, baby. I love you like a baby. Bon matin. Allô? 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 Hello? Allô? Hello? Oui, tu m'entends bien? Comment est-ce que tu m'entendais la première fois? Je sais pas. Ah, pas grave. Comment ça va? Est-ce que je t'appelle pour confirmer? C'est parfait ça. Il fait beau en maudit. Papa, on pourrait-tu prendre le temps s'il te plaît de faire le vélo aussi? Ok, promis. Puis si on a le temps, si on a le temps, bien sûr, si on a le temps, je vous défonce au remis. Les deux sticks. C'est bon ça? Est-ce que tu veux apporter quelque chose? Des œufs, quelque chose? On va aller tout de suite avant. Est-ce que je peux manger avant qu'on soit au niveau de suite? Ok, ok. Oh, ben ça c'est génial. Ben, y a pas de stress. Yes, pas de problème. Bye. And we're back. Phone overheated. Can you believe that crap? Thank God I want to do a short, right? So we're still testing. Oh man, maybe a bit harder. Okay, I got 8% batteries. Is with this charger, Charge Miracle. Okay, so we got the Chapman cream fudge and brownies. So two tests. The first one is simply the ice cream. You can see here. Mmm. And the water just feels nice. Mmm. This feels very nice. Mmm. Delightful. So the normal ice cream in itself is nothing incredible. This doesn't blow my mind. However, I mentioned the first review, I'm not a fan of chocolate. And in this one, chocolate actually tastes pretty nice. The star here, the brownie pieces, it's really reminiscent of Ben and Jerry brownies. Brownies pieces, I think it's called. Or a half baked, so it's really good. It's not cooked brownies, it's really the dough. That's really nice. I actually really enjoy that. Overall, the ice cream is good. Nothing memorable, but for a chocolate ice cream, possibly the best I've had in a while. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, that's good. I love you like a love song, baby. I love song, baby. Don't blink, it's your blank. Welcome to the Commentary Show. Continuing well with having a wonderful day on this gorgeous 15th of August 2025. It is a pleasure that today we're starting the day. Sorry about the loss, by the way, guys. Again, we're playing to Mr. Sir Winslow 03 comment, you're muted. Which is actually a really good thing to say. It's a really kind thing to say. Because you know me, I don't check my videos. I already hear myself talk the whole day. Think it's enough. I honestly think I'm good on the Ink Vendetta content. Thank you very much. I didn't notice I was muted. Somebody told me after that. But it should be as simple as doing test. Now, I'm doing this video realizing that I didn't do the test. So let's pray together. Okay. That this video isn't muted. However, sometimes my content is better muted. Trust me, I tried. So again, let's pray together in the name of the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. May this video not be muted. May peace be upon us. May Thy Father reign on us like He reigns in heaven. Amen. Oh. Don't blink, it's playing. Continuing well with having a wonderful day on this gorgeous 15th of August 2025. Girl. There's many.
Don't blink, it's your. Don't blink.
Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the commentary show. Guys, doing well because I'm having a wonderful 15th August in the morning. We are entering comments today because I'm in a really good mood. I'm also very stressed because I have a meeting today with the government. So, pretty important person, I wish. Miss Yurlo. So first of all, this is freaking funny. It's such a cool comment because again, I know the person behind it, and Anna, which is the person that you should follow, is a very genuine and authentic person. The fact that she's able to pop jokes like that, that she's comfortable making jokes like that, I find it super praiseworthy. Fuck. I wanted to use this comment first of all because obviously it's a joke. First of all, guys, no shaming, please. But I want to use this comment as a example of just how cool, just how nice, just how many people you can make laugh, make happy just by being yourself. We live in a society where we're afraid of being ourselves. We're afraid of being called weird. We're afraid of being called cringe, you know? We literally are on a platform right now that will censor everything that you says. Imagine being on a platform where you're able to be yourself, and if you go too far in the weirdness, TikTok will censor your comments. TikTok will censor you, like, yo, you went a bit too far. Write this down again, but this time go be a bit less yourself. Like, okay, TikTok, I will. You're literally on a platform that allows you to do that, that gives you a safety net for being yourself, and you're pretending to be someone else. This comments, first of all, funny, herself, and it just makes me feel cherished to have in my life people that are genuine enough to be themselves. We need more of that, you know? You may see this video as a weird thing to say. You might see the comments say this wasn't worth a video. However, I think the person being himself, and hopefully you feel like I'm being myself, not pretending to be somebody else. It's just a good time. This is just, life is so short. Why are you pretending to be someone, you know? Somebody doesn't like you for who you are, fuck them. Who cares? If they like you for who you are, then why are you pretending? There's so many people that like you for who you are. That's not enough. It's weird. It just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So, good morning, Anna. Hope you're doing well. Don't blink, it's your boy. Link is your boy. Welcome to the commentary show. Because doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 13 August 2005. I'm pissed off right now. I'm annoyed a lot because you guys have BTS. Dumb Link, it's your boy Ink, directly from the apartment. Hope you're just doing well because I'm having a wonderful day. And of course, you're lagging. You're lagging. Dumb Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the commentary show. Doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this very laggy video. We are in the apartment directly, so it feels like I have better Wi-Fi on the balcony than in the house. How's that work? I don't know. I don't freaking know. We're getting the lovely Anna Marie 03. Anna Marie 02, you are the worst person I know, but Anna Marie number 3, you're pretty freaking cool. Are those grays I see? I got this manys. I got this Minnie's gray hair. You can see here. Oh, balding spots. Oh, this is embarrassing. I made you watch the video twice. You sucker. Don't think. Shubwing. Welcome to the Terry Show. Sitting well with having a wonderful day on this very lucky video. We are in the apartment directly, so it feels like I have better Wi-Fi on the balcony than in the house. How's that work? I don't know. I don't freaking know. We're entering the lovely Anna Marie 03. Anna Marie 02, you are the worst person I know, but Anna Marie number 3, you're pretty freaking cool. Are those grays I see? I got this Minnie's. I got this Minnie's gray hair. You can see here. Oh, balding spots. Oh, this is embarrassing. I made you watch the video twice. You sucker. Or was I? Kill or be killed. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, morning of the 15th August 2025. We're entering comment today. We're entering Mr. Jamal Jones. You did it, goat. Now I saw the comment, but I didn't know what was the video. It's like, oh, is it talking about us reaching 700 followers on YouTube lately? Is it talking about us working so freaking hard day in, day out? No, it's a TikTok filter. However, I'm extremely grateful to have you notice that I made it. It was really hard. This is my 3rd try. Don't tell people, okay? Don't tell people. But I'm super grateful that you are there. Super grateful that you're supportive. This means a lot to me. And I'm gonna be using this comment. I'm gonna pretend like we did something that was really incredible, and I'm gonna be using this as a way to give you guys a message. And that message is actually quite simple. Whatever you set your mind to do, you'll be able to do it. The worst thing that's gonna happen is gonna fail. And in failure lies lesson. And those lessons will make you be able to succeed elsewhere. Making you realize that the thing that you were originally aiming to do was meaningless, but just the meaningful ways of doing something that had meaning. And once you understand that, sky's the limit. And then when you reach the sky, the universe becomes your limit. And when you die, you're never will be in, because you accomplish possibly not your life mission, but so many things that deserved a comment saying you did it, goat, that you can rest happy. And for that, I'm thankful. Thank you. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, your life questions. Je comprends pas pourquoi tu veux dire ça. Parce que je parle parfaitement français, je parle parfaitement anglais. Non, for reals, c'est struggle. Parce que des fois, je te parle, puis là, je pense out loud. Je don't plan the video, là, tu comprends? Tu comprends? So, when I do the video in French, in English, in French, I'm like, oh. Love the people. Tumbling kiss my butt. We're going to show because you have to having a wonderful day on this 14th August 2020. Don't blink, it's your blink. Okay, to continue the show. Continuing on, because having a wonderful day on this gorgeous 15th of August 2025. Today, we are answering Mads. Who killed Mads? The franglais is real, and I love this comment. I'm not saying this to brag, okay? But most people from other part of the world won't think that I'm French. They won't think I'm French. They don't think that this guy was raised in French. However, if you guys are from Montreal or somebody that had to dealt with Montrealer, you know exactly that the franglais is something that is real. And I love this comment because I'm trying so hard to speak in English. Fait que qu'est-ce qui arrive vraiment, c'est que souvent je fais du contenu en anglais parce qu'en français je parle vraiment vite. Le monde ne me comprenne pas. Puis dans le background, j'écoute la musique francophone. Fait que quand j'écoute la musique francophone, je parlais en anglais, mais je pensais en français, tu comprends? So I come in and I did the video, and the video was great, but at the same time, I was thinking in French. So the fact that you know that this is franglais is, I got to say, amazing. Fait que je suis très content que tu comprends que je parle pas anglais magnifiquement, mais je fais mon mieux pour parler franglais. Et je vais te dire un secret, Mads. En passant, Mads, je pense que ton PFP est vraiment cool. Mais vraiment, vraiment cool. Okay? Je vais te dire un secret. Création de contenu, c'est my dream. Tu comprends? So si la création de contenu est my dream, je vais faire tout ce qui est possible pour le faire. Et si je le fais, ben, les chances que ma démographie soit des francophones, anglophones, des franglais, de bons québécois, ça serait vraiment cool. Tu comprends? Fait que on parle peut-être pas de latin au Québec, mais si on parle de franglais, mais on parlait franglais, c'est que tu vas être content. Parce que les gens qui ont partagé ma culture vont comprendre. Puis c'est ça le but un peu. La façon de faire shiner la culture, c'est d'être franglais. On va le faire. Sur ce, je te remercie ben gros, le grand, la grande, je sais pas là. Very thankful for the comments. That made me laugh in this morning. Did I need to laugh? No. Did that make me laugh? Yes. A little bit too hard. I was okay. I was on the balcony and I have neighbors, and they had their wait. They had their window open. They just heard me laugh at like 8:03 in the morning. So I went to hide inside. Yeah.